In this beginner Blender Python exercise, we're going to be going over a simple script that animates the rotation of a cube. And if you stick around, I'll show you 2 more exercises to solidify your knowledge. Hi, I'm Victor Stepanoff. I'll be guiding you through this beginner Blender Python exercise. Today, we're going to be creating a simple script that will animate a cube's rotation. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to open the scripting workspace in Blender and set everything up that we'll need to animate the cube with Python. I'm going to add a timeline right below 3D viewport, and I'm going to collapse some of this. Set the frames to 180. And just zoom in like so we can see all the frames. Next, I will set the frame rate to 30. So. And that should be it. And press new right here to create a new script. Before we start writing any code, we need to think through all the steps that we will take when creating an animation, a rotation animation for a cube. So think about if you wanted to do this by hand, what would be the steps that you would need to do to animate the cube? Imagine you have a blank scene, so I'm going to press A, X, and delete to remove everything from the scene. And starting from this, what would you need to do to animate a cube's rotation, let's say around the Z-axis? Think of those steps as you would be describing to a friend and write them down. I'm going to write down comments in the text editor right here so we can follow along and fill those out as we add the code. All right, I wrote down the steps that I would take in comments. So you can see this hash character in front of these lines of English, right? All of this is invisible to Python, so you can literally write anything you want and Python won't understand or even look at it. So it's ignoring it. Let's just go step by step. First, at the very top, we're going to be extending Python with some statements to allow Python to send commands to Blender or push Blender's buttons. Next, we're going to be adding some extra functionality we will need into Blender to do some math operations. Nothing too complicated, you'll see in just a minute. Of course, then we'll add the cube that we want to rotate, set the first frame and change the rotation, and then set the last frame. Pretty straightforward things, right? If you've seen my other exercises about animating cube's location, you'll notice that it's pretty similar, but I wanted to make a separate video just because of this extra math functionality, so you'll see how it works with rotations as well. All right, first things first, we're going to import BPY right here at the top. This will give Blender, or this will give Python access to Blender and send Blender some commands like creating a new cube or inserting keyframes. All right, next is the extend Python with the math functionality. I'm going to skip this for now and come back in just a bit. So adding a cube into the scene, let's just do this by hand by pressing Shift A and then selecting cube, and then going down here in the info panel and copying the code by pressing Control C, and then pasting into the code right here by pressing Control V. So I'm going to select all this code right here, these parameters. We're just going to use all the default ones and set it like so. So just delete that. And next we need to get a reference. to this cube. So allow Python to kind of say that, oh, I want to work on that particular object, right? So we need a reference to that particular object, which in our case is the cube. I'm going to go right here into the interactive Python console, see, and I'll need to get the current active object, right? So I'm going to type in BPY, I think context and active object. And I'm pressing tab as I type in to give me these like tips of like what possible values I can type in, right? So I'm going to press enter, and exactly this is the cube that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to copy this right under this comment, and I'm going to assign this value. So I'm going to hit equal and then write cube. This is the name of the variable. This could be cube, cube 34, 42, whatever. You pick the name, but it's best to keep things simple and just name it as it is. It's just a cube. Next, let's insert our first keyframe, and let's do this by going into the interactive Python console again. And let's just assign this current active object to cube, create a new variable in the interactive Python console. Remember, it's different from the script editor right here. This has its own kind of context, and you just need to do it separately here. Now, if I type in a keyframe insert, right, it's going to give me this green documentation. You can read through it if you're interested to see what parameters you can pass in. I'm in particular interested in this data path right here and the frame right here. So let's just copy this. So I'm just gonna paste that right there. I'm gonna set the frame to 33 just to show you that it's not just adding the first frame, and the data path. So this is the interesting part. To set the correct data path, we need to know how Blender references the rotation data of any object. I'm going to go up here, and in the transform section, I'm going to rotate the cube by 45, let's just say, about so. Right. As soon as I let go, you can see in the info panel right here, some code popped up, and it says it's setting the rotation Euler to some value. We're going to get to that value in just a minute. So we actually need this rotation Euler part. That is the data path that we're looking for. So I'm just going to hit enter, and that doesn't work yet because I didn't fill out my data path. And I'm just gonna hit up arrow twice so you can kind of repeat the same commands you've entered into the interactive Python console. And I'm going to just select this right here and just copy that, and I need to surround this with quotes because it's some text, right? And hit enter. And as soon as I hit enter, as you can see, we got some keyframes set, and you can see that the rotation is actually keyed, right? So exactly what we wanted to achieve. All right, now that we have this code right here that sets that inserts a keyframe, let's just copy it over here under the insert keyframe at frame 1, but let's set it to 1 right for now. Actually, I didn't show you that how the script runs before setting this keyframe, so I'm going to comment this code so it won't be executed. I'm going to go right over here into the 3D viewport and hit AX and delete, so remove everything from the scene. And right here above in the script editor, I'm just going to run a script right here, pressing this button. So as you can see, it added a cube right into the middle of the scene, exactly what we wanted. So this is the command that's executing that, this just gets referenced and the script doesn't do anything except that. So let's again clear the scene, AX delete, and let's uncomment this. So this now will insert a keyframe into the first frame for rotations, right? So let's run that. And as you can see, we have our keyframe inserted, frame 1. All right. If something is not making sense to you, or maybe you have more questions, make sure to ask them in the comments below. Or if you don't feel comfortable asking them there, you can always DM me on Twitter or Instagram at CGPython. Okay, now it's time to set the rotation of our cube with Python. Remember when we were setting the rotation of the cube to 45 right here, then we got this in the info panel, we got this piece of code that set the rotation to some number right here. And actually, oops, I should have copied. Right, yeah. So this number right here is actually the 45 degrees, but in radians. And a very simple way to convert degrees into radians in Python is using the math module. So I'm gonna just import that. All right, so we have this math module right here. It has pi and other things, but we actually want the radians function. So this function converts from degrees into radians. So let's go with the 45 that we are trying to set the rotation to, right? And it returns similar number to this. This is quite just a bit more than 45, but as you can see, this function returns just what we need. So let's actually test this. So I'm gonna just copy this, right? And I'm just gonna set the radians on the Y by, let's go with like 180, right? I'm gonna hit enter, right? And it's set that to what we requested. Okay, so let's copy this right here and paste it right under here. I'm going to replace this part with a reference to a cube. So this is exactly, this right here is referencing the current active object. I'm just going to use our reference to the cube. It's a lot shorter and more readable. Instead of this, we're going to you could use this like list syntax. I prefer to use just the property just by naming it, right? This is a lot more readable again than the previous way. And let's create a new variable that will contain the degrees that we want to set the rotation to. I'm going to create a new variable with that will contain the radians, and I'm just going to make it really clear. So we got our degrees, we're assigning our like the value of degrees here. Then this variable is getting used or passing into this radians function, getting the radians, right? And remember, again, you can set this name to like my radians, my degrees, like anything you want. And then I'm assigning it right to here. So let's clear the scene and I'm gonna run the script. And I totally forgot to do this. I told you that I would do this later. I didn't import the math module, right? So right here, remember I told you at the very beginning of this video that I need to remember to add this, and I totally forgot. So here it is. I'm extending Python to get some more math functionality. In this particular case, we want to have a nice function that's going to return radians, right? We don't need to write any code. We're just going to use that. Someone wrote it for us, and that's awesome. All right. No, now let's do that again and run it. All right. As you can see, the degrees is set right here. So let's, like, I don't know, change it to 360. Gonna delete everything, A, X, and then delete, and then press it again. And you can see the degrees is set right there. All right, I'm gonna clean this up, and instead of just having one, I'm gonna use, like, I'm gonna have a variable start frame. And let's set it to 1. And all right, so let's copy this and insert the last frame. So let's go with end frame. I'm gonna use that here, and we have 180 frames, so this is gonna be 180. And let's delete everything, hide this, and run the script again. All right, I'm going to press space while hovering over the 3D viewport, and you can see that we're rotating the cube. Right. Also, I totally lied in this comment. I said I was gonna do a rotation about the z-axis, but I'm doing it about the y. So let's just fix that, and now let's run that again. All right. Okay, here we go. Yes, z. It didn't really matter, but let's stay consistent with the comments that we wrote. All right, let's summarize what we learned here today. And today we learned how to add a cube and get a reference to that cube, insert some keyframes for the rotation data of an object, and we learned how to get radians and how to assign rotations to objects through Python. All right, and as promised, let's go over the exercises for you so you can solidify the things you learned today. The first exercise is add another rotation about the x-axis, and let's do a 720 degree rotation. So you're gonna have a scene looking like this, and pause the video now and give it a go. All right, I hope you have done that, and I'm going to show you how I would have done it. So I'm just going to copy the rotation right here. I could write 720 right here, but I'm just going to show you that as in creating any scene in like when writing code, you can achieve the same result in different ways. So I'm just going to multiply a 360 by 2, right? I'm going to do some math right here. I'm going to update the comments so we keep things documented and consistent for ourselves, right? And maybe for other people who will be reading this in the future. And I'm going to update this property right here. So I'm going to press A, X, and then delete. And let's run the script again. Let's press space and play. And as you can see, we're rotating quite a bit more about the X, and we're rotating 360 on the Z axis. All right, and for your second exercise, I want you to rotate the cube by 90 degrees the first 90 frames, and then rotate the cube on the X-axis by 90 degrees the second part of the animation, so the last 90 frames, right? So we're not animating on both axes at the same time. We're doing it on the Z, pause, and doing it on the Y, or on the X. So you're gonna have a scene that's gonna look like this. And go ahead and try it on your own, and pause the video, and I'll show you the explanation when you unpause it. All right, let's clear the scene. Let's set the degree rotation right here to 90 and 90 right here. We will need to create a new keyframe, like a mid keyframe that will allow us to split the rotation between the X and Y, right? Or the X and Z, right? So I'm just gonna rename this to mid, set this to mid. Oh, and I'm gonna set this to 90, and then run the script, and let's do that. So we first rotate about the Z and then the X. All right, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more exercises and tutorials like this, and tell a friend.